Hey, what is up, guys? And welcome back to another Magic the Gathering online league. We're back with Basking Broodscale, though the Labyrinth version this time. On the play for game one. How do you want to do this? We can go Saga on one. Hope that we hit a Brood Scale. We have a Lab. Could make a Construct as early as turn 2 and just kind of go Construct Beatdown even. Yeah, we'll send it. This is the Lab version, so a little bit different from what I'm used to. This Lab would probably be Karplusan Forest normally. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. Alright, turn 1 Saga and pass. And pass. Oh, what the hell? What is this? And why? I'm concerned. Chancellor? What? Chancellor of the Tangle. Is this Neoform? That'd be my only guess. I've only seen it in that deck. There's K command. Well, good thing that we play that Saga on one. We might be able to try and stabilize, but if they just win here on 2, we lose. Draws a card. Neobrand. And draw. Oh, I wanted that bauble in my freaking deck, not in my hand. What do we want here then? Fetch Misty Rain. Are you going to consign? Surveil. Surveil is fine. Angel's Grace. Funny enough, I actually remember talking about Angel's Grace in Neobrand. So that's actually kind of interesting. Maybe I was onto something. Do we just go for a Haywire Mite, a Pithy Needle? I guess we could go Pithy Needle named Beseiju. That way we can play Vexing Bauble for free. And just hope to have it stick. I think that might make the most sense here. We could always go for Blade. We have another Saga, so that's fine. Let's go Pithy Needle, name Boseiju, who endures. So Boseiju who endures. Let's cast Vexing Bauble trigger. Does Vexing Bauble resolve? Vexing Bauble resolves. That is good. Let's go for their Saga then. We have K Command X2. So Bauble should stick on board here. And let's hold. But we'll just scoop it up with the Vexing Bauble. Okay. So let's open up my sideboard guide for Broodscale, though it isn't a good one-for-one comparison to the lab version. Let's take a look at Neobrand. We want Warping Whale, Grafdigger's Cage. The one thing I really don't like about the lab version is that it is really hard to sideboard with it. So we want Warping Whale, we want Grafdiggers at the very least. We can cut Haywire Mite. We can cut Soul Guide Lantern. We could bring in some more cards. Like we can cut Rumble, Flesh Rake, or even an Emrakul if we need. We definitely want, I think, Needle, question mark? We probably could cut Needle. Like, yeah, Needle can name Boseiju. I also only brought in 1 whale by accident. We can bring in 3 more cards. I'm thinking maybe Flute. Flute could be enough. They play Allosaurus Rider, have 2 mana. We play Flute name Neoform. Oh, I just name Allosaurus right if it's not on the field. Damp Sphere is kind of okay. It really is just a 1-turn delay where the flutes might be better. If we do this, keep the Emrakul. And I suppose we could bring in Cavernous Souls, but I really don't want to cut a green source. Maybe we just do that on the play. Yeah, this looks good. Let's do that. Well, there's Broodscale, there's Blade. We just need a finisher, maybe some acceleration. The question is whether or not we'll have enough time. We'll keep it, see if we can find something off of Devourer. But I mean, I think we just go Blade on 1, Broodscale on 2, and see where we go from there. We'll pass. I kept 6, Windswept Teeth, pass, trigger. There's Lab. Lab actually could accelerate us into the Broodscale, right? We go Lab, Talisman, Blade. Yeah, I think we go for the acceleration. We do still need to draw into a threat, though. I guess the Broodscale itself is a threat, admittedly. Devourer. Talisman. Does Talisman resolve? Blade. Pass. So next turn, we can cast Broodscale, we can equip Blade, but we then can't then activate, so we can't go for a turn 2 here. We need one more turn. They pitched a Nature's Claim, which makes you think they have the win here, or not. Okay, so here's an interesting thought and question. How many basics do they run? Well, no, Beseiju just can grab a non-basic, right? Because Beseiju reads basic land type. Land card basic land type. Never mind. It's not basic land. If it was, then maybe we go after the forest, but it's not. I mean, I think at that point, yeah, we just go for the Broodscale, right? Set up and pray. Yeah, I think that's probably correct. Let's play the E-Temp. Let's cast the Broodscale. Broodscale. Equip Blade. And we'll hold on the off chance it's relevant. So now if they sacrifice... Okay, so if they sacrifice Rider, we can make an infinitely big Broodscale. So unless they OTK me with Evasion, we should actually be okay. Interestingly enough. There's a Pact. Are you going for the Xenagos line? Disciple of Freyalise. So they must need Eldritch Evolution. Pitching Veiled Chancellor. Sure. Okay. So again, unless they can OTK me in the air, this should be fine. Because a sack triggers Broodscale. Yep. So always yield. Opponent just responds, "I'm so stupid," and then concedes. Yep. I think that's the best case scenario for me, right? Like, they try and go for the OTK. I mean, if they go for Grizzlebrand, I don't care, because I'll just attack. I can just then go for the Devourer, exile the Grizzlebrand. Like, they, in this moment, need to just win. Yeah, so that worked out perfectly. Cool. We'll be back for match number 2. All right, we're back for match 2 on the draw for game 1. We'll keep this. So we want Emrakul. We would like gemstones for the turn 1 Flesh Rake. The question is, do I want to pitch the Ballista or not? I kind of don't want to be honest, but I also don't want to pitch this E-temp. Huh. I mean, pitch... So we'll play the gemstone, but what do we pitch? Ballista, Bauble, or E-temp. Fleshraker on 1, Bauble on 2, Ballista on 2. I mean, we're on the draw, so Bauble might be a little bit worse by comparison, but we don't know what we're into. You know what, let's pitch the Ballista. I think the Bauble probably has more utility into more decks by comparison. Sewer, Surveil. Okay. Godless Shrine. Draw. Second Fleshraker is looking nice. We actually don't even need to tuck Emrakul. You know what I guess I should have done? I guess I could have just pitched the Lab. Yeah, that may have been the right call in retrospect. Let's play Temple. Fleshrake, pass. Next we can play Fleshrake and Bauble. Thoughtseize. I think you might need to take the Emrakul genuinely, but the other Fleshrake is a consideration. If you get to the Emrakul, I think you're still in trouble. This could be Goryo's Lantern. Well, let's start by tucking Emrakul, and then we will cast a Vexing Bauble. Triggers. So no Solitudes if this is Goryo's. Soul Guide Lantern. Trigger. If this is Goryo's, Soul Guide Lantern will put in some work. Exile Thoughtseize. And go to combat. Down to 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Theoretically, we could put 8. So we're currently 5 off Emrakul. Teferi? Or is this Prismatic Ending? Prismatic Ending, yeah, definitely makes me think that this is Goryo's then. Draw. There's Blade. We'll cast the Blade at this point. We'll equip it to a spawn. And pass. Ketramos. Interesting. So maybe blink Ketramos with prismatic endings? Okay, I could see that. So in that case, the Soul Guide actually might be fine to pitch. Now let's draw a card. Grove, not really wanted to see. 2 types in Yard, a second Grove, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think we need to keep the Vexing Bauble for Solitude. Alright. Yeah, again, kind of wish I kept that Ballista. Tease a frog, so now they can start drawing with Ketra. 1. Prismatic target, Blade. Blade down. Ketra triggers. Land. Float frog. Ketra triggers. Yep. I will yield until turn. And until the turn. You can then pitch 3... or pitch 2 here, I guess. Surveil. So Ketra is online. Solitude a Yard. Frog until the turn. And then float frog, trigger Ketra. Draw a card. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We are currently 3 short of Emrakul. Take the 4, 14, 16, end step, and draw. Well, we'll play the Grove. 2, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, still gonna be one short even if we were to draw into a 7-mana value spell, unfortunately. Yeah, his hand's just kind of slow. Blue, white, Faithful Mending. Faithful Mending? Maybe this is Goryo's. The force makes me think it might be. Goryo's plus Ketra's? I mean, that's not common. Weird. Swamp. 3 colors. Teferi? Faithful Mending. Flashback. Up to 17. Okay, so it is Goryo's. Interesting. I definitely have not seen Goryo's before with Ketra. Onto the turn. Well, kind of wish I didn't crack that Soul Guide now. I'm not sure it entirely matters as it currently stands. Yes. I'm gonna do this. I'm debating whether or not I want to throw this Vexing Bauble out. The thing is, then Solitude's online, though they've already pitched 2. Yeah, they already pitched 2, so at most there's gonna be 2 more. I'll just take the damage, down the 10, Frog draws, opponent's up to 20, end step. You know what? We're gonna crack the Bauble, because I'm gonna die next turn if I don't have anything. Draw. Ah, see, that's what I was kind of hoping to see. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. Even if I were to get to 10, 11, what I wanted to see is that K command off the Bauble, because with the Bauble we then could have gone with the Emrakul. At least now we can get rid of Ketra or Frog, admittedly. Well, let's Ancient Stirrings. We can technically block the Ketra. Devour 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Another K command. Currently Frog is how big? 2. So if they were... No, they can't do it right now. So I think if we grab Devourer, I think that's probably our safest bet. Devourer. Temple. Or Lab, rather. No imprint. So then we go Ketra down or Frog down. Frog's probably the bigger threat of the 2 in the grand scheme. Of course, now we have to play... Now they have a potential Goryo is the problem. We'll get rid of the Frog. That way they can't dig as deep. We can block the Ketra if needed. Guess we also could have gone with K command, exile the Troxa, exile the Frog. Then play the Devour, actually. That may have been right. Okay, they still have another Ketra in hand. Or not Ketra, Atroxa, rather. So now you can draw a card. Ephem, yeah, they want to keep an Atroxa in yard. Riddler, draw 2. Okay, so we don't have to worry about dying this turn then. Ephem. Okay. I mean, I'm just going to, let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, they're going to draw like 4 cards. Jesus. Yeah, Frog plus Riddler is kind of insane. Then draw another 2 cards. Wild. How many cards was that then? 5 cards they just drew? Because they pitched 5 of Frog at least? Plus the additional 2? Jesus. We'll take the 4 from Ketra. Draw a card. They must like the cards they have in hand, otherwise they would have pitched down to 1 for Riddler. If I can take control of their turn, I think I just win, honestly. Because I think I can mill them, more or less. Just really funny to think about. And then exile 3 planes. I think they only play like 2 forces, but I've only seen 1 so far. Until the turn, this yields. They have an Atraxa Yard. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We'd specifically need a soul land off top to make it work. We can K command on our turn to try and dig for 1. Quantum Riddler Warp. Draw. Drum. Drum is mana neutral, but doesn't really advance us in the direction we need. So I think we just go K command. I think I need to send it and hope that they don't have a force. Do you have force? Let's see, that'll be 5, 11, 13. There's our Emrakul. So bottom Ballista. Maybe just bottom all. But even Broodscale's not doing much here. Emrakul, top and draw. I mean, if they're going to not counter that, they're not countering the Springleaf either. 5, 11, 13. Springleaf Drum. Emrakul. At this point, we'll pass. Do you have a Solitude? We see the Solitude, that's fine. I think we have a rebound on their turn, don't we? Frog pitch Goryos. Okay. Yep. Rebound. So we have a rebound here. Okay, we're going to have to be really specific here, because I think we can win on their turn. Rebound. Turtle, what is your problem, bud? Okay. Ephem. Target Riddler. So we're going to Ketra trigger. Well, I guess I should have done it the other order. So Faithful Mending. Oh, I needed to hold priority. Yeah, I guess we had to hold priority. Oh, okay. That's kind of annoying how that works. So we have a Solitude. That is good. Draw. Ah, okay. Main. So we can go... I honestly don't want to do anything here. Can I... What is going on here? So we want to do what here? Frog, pitch a card, discard Thoughtseize. This will resolve every time. Discard a card. Choose a card to discard it. Marsh Flats, trigger. Frog. No, we need to frog pitch what? See, I kind of want to hold on to Solitude, so I guess we will frog pitch Mending. And then we will... What is happening here? Exile 3 cards. Exile 1, 2, 3. Ketra trigger. Always yield. Always yield. We draw 2. So now we can frog pitch Grizzlebrand. Frog pitch Sink. We can then frog exile. Actually, I kind of want the Faithful Mending in there, so I think I'm going to frog pitch Solitude. And then frog pitch these 3. Trigger. From here, we can pitch Atroxa, Warp Riddler. So now we Warp Riddler. I think we need to hold priority here. Draw a card. Triggers on the stack. It didn't let me hold. Interesting. So now we can pitch Flooded Strand. We can pitch Polluted Delta. We can then exile Atroxa, Flooded Strand, Delta. Triggers. Trigger 1, trigger 2. I guess they're replacement effects. So then Frog will pitch Goryos. Frog will pitch Goryos. We can then Quantum Riddler Warp. Blue will say black. Draw cards. Triggers. So now we can exile 1, 2, 3 triggers. Oh, actually, I need to do that differently. Pitch Prismatic Ending. Pitch Frog. Pitch. Okay. What a stupid freaking way to win. Okay, I mean, I'll take it, but that's so weird. It's so time consuming too on Moto. Oh, criminy. Alright, let's move the sideboard now that we know it's Goryo's. We are going to want to stick with Vexing Baubles, Soul Guide Lantern. We didn't see Emperor Bones, did we? So I think we can put, I guess we actually do still want Needle for Frog. Pitch Might. We'll want Graph Diggers. Probably Damp Sphere and maybe even Dismember. We also want Cavernous Souls, admittedly. Now, sideboarding's a pain. I guess I'll just cut the gemstone here. I don't want to, but I think it's correct. And what else? I don't really want to cut an Emrakul either. I need to cut 2 cards, though. What the fresh hell do I cut? Maybe the Flutes? Yeah, like I said, I really don't like sideboarding with the lab version. It's just very uncomfortable. Well, the dismembers do deal Ketra, so I think we need to keep it like this. Okay, let's run it back. Imagine opponent will be on the play. They'll have brought in some number of counter magic. I will keep this hand, reveal the Devourer, and pass. I mean, we could just try and go for it with Saga, but they're going to seize me anyways. Probably seize the Broodscale, honestly. Nope, they, they said, screw that Emrakul. Alright. We have to realize they also have Prismatic Ending. We could go K-Command. K-Command actually seems pretty decent here. Otherwise, we could go Rumble to set up for the Broodscale. Rumble also is pretty good. Let's go Rumble. Let's start with Saga and pass. I think we go Rumble on 2. What else would I normally bring in of Goryos? Normally bring in Cage, Whale, Dismember. Passing. Holding up interaction, it seems. Trigger. Rumble. Rumble resolves. We find Cage. We also find Fleshraker. Fleshraker is the win condition we need with Brood. We also could go second Brood. Because now I'm just worried about a Solitude, of course. Let's go Flesh. And we'll hold. They could just push the spawn, theoretically. Five types in yard already. We have no interaction for Goryo, so they could just Faithful Mending here at instant speed. Fetch, Marsh Flats, Surveil. Consign to yard. And that makes me think they have enough interaction in hand to where they're comfortable with the current state. Quantum Riddler Warp. Yeah, it makes me think they have a Solitude in hand then. Polluted Delta, passing. Draw. Lantern. Lantern's not bad. I'll float. I think I'm going to take it slow and go Vexing Bauble. Cast Fleshraker. Cast Soul Guide Lantern. Triggers. Soul Guide Lantern, target consign. And then we're going to cast Pithy Needle. You should fetch that. I was about to say, you should fetch with the Polluted Delta before that resolves. Surveil. So we're going to name Psychic Frog. So, Psychic Frog. We didn't see Emperor Bones or anything like that. And then we'll pass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have Devourer next turn if they play a Ketra, for example. Quantum Rid Warp. Draws a card. You have an Ephem. Holds up the blue source. Makes me think they have Consign. Warp Trigger. Draw. I mean, we have a second Devourer. And I think we'll just go for it. No consign. What? That's surprising. Alright, down to 9. We have a second Devour in hand, though we are 1 land short, I believe. Rebound. Mending, draw 2. So lethal's no longer on board. And opponent scoops it up. We'll take the win. Alright. Solid win against Goryo's. We'll be back for match number 3. Alright, we're back for match 3. On the draw for game 1. Missing Broodscale. Reveal Devourer. Lotus Bloom. Looks like Belcher. Triggers. There's Fleshraker. There's Emrakul. We also could just go Talisman. We could that way play Talisman on 1, just try and accelerate. Let's go Talisman. Draw. And I think we either just need to accelerate or we need to disrupt. Right now, a hand definitely looks more like an acceleration hand. Ideally, we want this Rumble to resolve, but if they have a body on board... Alright, could also be Jawari Disruption. Let's see if this resolves. We'll have 1 left over. Rumble. Resolves. There's Vexing Bauble. Vexing Bauble is good. And play Temple Bauble. Okay, so that will stop the Lotus Bloom. We have K commands for next turn. We could cycle the K command. Let's just cycle. And done. Other Devourer, and looking for that Broodscale to finish this out. I mean, at this point, I think I just hold the K command, right? That way we can play around Tameshi. Bloom. Cast it, gets countered. But now we do have to take account for Tameshi. I guess they need white source prior to, so Tameshi's really not an option right now either. I kind of want them to tap down at least 1 mana so we can play around a Flare. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In response. I don't think they have anything to counter this with, so we're just going to go X equals 5. Triggers. Stirrings, K command, Ballista. Bottom Ballista, bottom Lab. Top K command, bottom Forest, top Stirrings, and draw. And what do you find? We kind of need to clear the Thunder Trap Trainer before playing much. There's Jawari. They play it. Alright. I guess Vexing Bauble stops any free spells anyways, never mind. So we're good. Draw. Start with Stirrings. There's the Broodscale. Cast Broodscale. Stern Scolding. Rude as hell. In that case, methinks I want to do what here? I could get rid of Thundertrap Trainer. I'm not sure I care enough to do so. However, I could play Ballista and equip Blade to start threatening, but maybe I'll just equip Blade this spawn and call it a day. And hold the K command. Alright, again, want to have them tap down below 3 if at all possible. We're for 0. Yes. So it looks like they might be going for a Tameshi line. There's the Tameshi. So the question now is, do we exile the Tameshi or do we exile the Bloom? I think we have to exile the Bloom. So scry, draw, exile 2. And done. Yeah, I think that should be enough. I guess we could have gone for the other ones as well, admittedly. Scry, draw, there's Blade, there's Emrakul, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So, I mean, I kind of want a lot of this. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Because I also want Needle, admittedly. But I mean, if we have the Emrakul, that should be enough disruption. So then go top, 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 and draw. At this point, I'm going to pass in full. Spurific Springs tapped and passing. And draw. It is an Emrakul. Pass in full. No attacks. Our turn. There's Belcher. There's Disrupting Shoal. How does Disrupting Shoal read? Counter target spell, so you may exile blue card with mana value X. No, so I don't think I can Belcher and Shoal, right? No, I don't think that's possible. Not to mention Bobble. So in that case, we draw. Hydroelectric, Disrupting Shoal, Seagate. I mean, I guess I could Hydroelectric, exile a blue card. If the mana value is X. Yeah, so I can't do anything there. We'll go to main, go to combat. Attack. Attack, attack. Go to blocks. Block and block. Triggers. Lethal is on board as it currently stands. We actually could play the shock in the Hydroelectric and they would have no blockers, right? That is true. So lethal then would be on board. They can't, they'll be at 5, so they can't play the Belcher. So I think I will play Bolt. No blockers, will pass, so we have lethal on board. Let's see what they have then. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Not to mention I can just swap Blade to Emrakul, sack spawn. Alright. Let's go to sideboard. So we do want Cavernous Souls. We'll cut the Gemstone. We want Flute Dismember. Let me take a look at my Belcher sideboard. Belcher. Dismember, Flute, yeah. And we normally would cut, like, Haywire. I think we can cut the Haywire Mite. Keep the Soul Guide, keep the Bauble, keep the Pith. Pitch, pitch, and one more. But I don't really want to cut my 7-mana value spells, because 7 really is the bare minimum, especially for Devourers. So, if I were to pitch anything, what would it be? I guess the Soul Guide? Yeah? Let's do that. We'll be on the draw for 2. Opponent will bring in some Consign to Memories. What are we thinking here, opponent? You know what I'm actually thinking about that I haven't really thought about before with the matchup in the Belcher with Disrupting Shoal. If we're Kate commanding, we should probably avoid 7s. X equals 5 specifically, because then they could Disrupting Shoal pitching a Seagate. So we really want to go 6. I think it's like, what? 5, 6, 8, skip 7 if we can help it. It's a little bit of a weird one, but I think that might actually make sense. Is this hand hot garbage? Hand kind of looks like hot garbage, but also could be game winning if we do draw into a green source. We have 2 Devours to find us one. Huh. And I'll keep it. Reveal, reveal. And pass. Bloom. Triggers. There's Grove. And Cavernous Souls. I actually really do want that Cavernous Souls because it would mean Basking Broodscale would resolve. In that case, we'll avoid the Ancient Sterns. We'll go for the Broodscale instead. So Saga, trigger. Springleaf Drum, pass. And pass. So we can play Broodscale Stirrings next turn. Draw. Ooh, hello. Cavernous Souls, name Eldrazi. Cast Basking Broodscale. Can't be countered. Stirrings. There's Flute, there's Ballista. Ballista, it could be uncounterable. Do we want to land instead? Because we can then play the Vexing Bauble. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we actually need 4 if we are going to play the Blade instead. So in that case, let's go Grove of the Burn Willows. And pass. And pass. There's the Bloom. Hydroelectric tapped. We draw. Triggers. We float. Consign. Consign is fine. We play Grove. Blade of the Blood Chief. Second consign. That's unfortunate. In that case, Flesh Rake pass. Yeah, I really need that Vexing. I mean, the Vexing Bubble may have not helped. It would have stopped the Bloom, admittedly. Archaeologist. Finds Belcher. Do you play the Belcher? You do. Okay. We draw. Broodscale will not cut it. 4, 5, 6, 7. We will concede. Alright. That's unfortunate. Yeah, the double consign kind of just absolutely wrecked me. I think we keep that as is then. On the play for game 3. I will keep looking for Broodscale yet again. So we could turn 1 Stirrings. Though again, tempted to try and go Saga for Vexing Bauble as soon as possible. Going down to 6. Reveal. Triggers. Ooh, well, I definitely want the Rumble, but I think I want the Bauble more. Play Saga. Cast Blade, pass. And pass. Seagate. Bolt. Floating. Triggers. Ugin's Lab. Imprint Devourer. I'll hold because I think they're holding up Consign. Put a pause on end step. Make a construct. Draw. Grove. Make a construct. We're going for construct beatdown, friend. Fails the search. Rude. Yields all. I will play Grove Bauble. Go to combat. Swing for 4. And pass. I mean, this is a clock. 3. Down to 10. Harbinger. Rude, but fine. Forest. Stirrings. Springleaf Drum. Actually, no, he won't equip. So, I mean, this is lethal now. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I guess actually I can just do it this way, right? Combat, you're forced to block. Triggers. Down to 5. I mean, unless you can clear my board, I win. Draw. K command. Opponent will just scoop it up. We'll take the win. I mean, yeah, that's one upside of the lab version, right? We can just turn 2, start making constructs, and just start threatening with a ton of board pressure. That is pretty nice, I will admit. All right, we'll be back for match 4. All right, we're back for match 4 on the draw for game 1. Gemstone Caverns. What do we pitch? Pitch Beseju, question mark? Because then we can go Etem Talisman Stirrings. Yeah, that seems right. Pass. Lab. Imprint. Looks like Tron to me. Yep, it is Tron. So we have to worry about K command. There's a Flesh Raker. We could Flesh Rake on one, but I kind of want to just accelerate here. Because we can find Blade. We're pretty damn close to just winning on the spot. No Blade, second Flesh. We could also go K command. Actually, Saga gets us the Blade in 3 turns. Is that too slow though? Maybe. We'll go Saga. And pass. We play against each other in a common amount, I feel. And pass. Alright, if this is Karn, I think I'm just SOL, but it looks like it's going to be TKS. They're going to have to take the Broodscale. Yeah, they don't take the Broodscale, then we have a 3-turn clock. Yep. Okay. We draw. Saga. Trigger. Flesh Rake. Rumble. Emrakul. Trigger. And pass. And pass. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Too short on Emrakul. Worst comes to worst, we can just start making constructs next turn. We'll take the 4 down to 15. They have 4 cards in hand. And that is 7 mana for Eldrazi. Devourer or our Sire? Sire would be the worst of the two. Otherwise, I guess this could be K command, X equals 5, rip my Yard, and my Glaring Flesh Rake. Nope, just gonna scry draw. Okay, they're digging deep. Maybe looking for Karn? I mean, Karn would help. But we do have bodies on board. 0 top 5 bottom draw. Passing, draw, lab, trigger. We theoretically could tuck the Emrakul. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Then Springleaf would be 13. That way we insulate it from a TKS. I think that is a decent play here. Alright, we're gonna start by making a construct. And then go to combat. Swing for 2. power plant. You have all the mana you could ever need. 2, 4, TKS, Flesh Rake. 2 left in hand, 4, 5, Karn. Karn does throw a wrench into our plans, unfortunately. Yield all. Because now we're going to be too short of Emrakul. Karn goes digging. Digging for what? Yeah, Karn's the worst case scenario here. Goes for Brain. You could Brain for Blade, I suppose. Yield all. But you can't Brain for Emrakul. Guess you could go for Broodscale. That's an option 2. Could go for K-Command. K-Command actually might be... No, Emrakul's a bad idea here because we have one tucked. Yep. So we have the third one tucked now. Again, we see 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Too short. Alright. Well, we'll hold that Emrakul underneath then. No reason not to. And draw. Saga. In that case, we will make a construct. Trigger. I will go with Pith Needle name Karn. Play a Saga. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Still short. We can attack with the constructs. They block the TKS. We draw a card. Honestly, if they block the TKS, I'm kind of okay with that. We're going to attack the Karn. Throws a spawn in front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One short of Ugin. One card in hand. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, still too short. Returns Ugin. Did you find the land? You did. So you have an Ugin now. Yep. No targets with the exile. Until on a turn that resolves. Until on a turn it resolves. Ugin. I guess we just can always resolve those triggers. Alright. And we draw. Okay, this is looking promising. Forest. Haywire might triggers. Triggers. Go to combat. I don't think I care about Karn anymore. I care about Ugin. Block and block. That is fine. Trigger. Always yield. Draw a card. Temple. Alright. I suppose doing this is worth it now, so that way they can't interact with the Flesh Rake. There's 6 6s. Again, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we do have Emrakul primed. Which means if they actually tick up Ugin, that might be good for me. That's really funny to think about. If we take control of their turn of Ugin, we can exile all their threats and play none of them. Map triggers. Always yield until end of turn. Until end of turn resolves. Do they realize they don't want to draw if Ugin is the question? Okay, they might. Is this a K command? If it's a K command, I think I lose, right? 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, K command means I lose. Oh, son of a bitch. No shot. Seriously? Last card? Brutal. Freaking brutal. If I had attacked first, I do wonder if I had attacked first 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. No, he still would have been one short, wouldn't we? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, damn. I guess we had attacked Karn instead. That should be exactly lethal. Damn. Alright, we'll concede. I mean, if we had attacked Karn, it's unlikely that they would have blocked. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Alright. We had the win. So, we don't need Cavernous Souls. We're good there. Damping Sphere is appealing. We can cut Rumble, Flesh Rake, no matter what. Bubble has some utility. Soul Guide does not. Haywire Might's pretty rough. So I think we bring in 2 Flutes. Run it back like this. I guess if I had gone with Karn, I could have Haywire Mighted in response to gain 2 life. But I mean, if they just Scry draw 10, it's so unlikely that that 2 life's gonna freaking matter. So, unfortunate. Yeah. That is unfortunate. We just needed a turn. Good example where the play draw seemingly mattered quite a lot. Trying to think what opponent's going to bring in. Flute, Dismember. Pretty sure that's probably about it. Oh, I also want Thief, though. Shoot. Bobble something out. I don't know. I'll just submit it as is. I think I missed the timing. Yeah, we want Thief. Oh, that's so rough. Oh, we actually did get Thief in, so we're running 62 cards. I'll keep... We have Damp Sphere, so we can slow them down. Let's Ancient Stirrings go digging. There's Flute. I think I'm going to grab Emrakul, though. So that way we can Lab. Actually, do I even care about Lab? I guess not, actually. If there's a land there, I should probably grab that. Needle. I think I just play Sphere? Question mark? But then I can't play anything? Ooh. Yeah, didn't think that one through. Did not think that one through. No. Pass. Pass. Draw. Draw a card. Lab. No imprint. We want to cast Needle right now. Needle named Karn? No. Well, actually, I can't even. I was about to say, I can't because of Sphere. Right. Doesn't even matter. Flesh Raker? Flesh Raker. Draw. Devourer. Flesh Raker. Pass. And pass. We missed our land drop too, which is not great. They play Karn, that's fine. We have the Thief. K Command X2. Yeah, that's fine. Scry, draw, ramp. Or ramp, scry, draw, rather. Bottom 2. And I imagine you don't attack. Really? You're willing to trade. I'm gonna just take the 2 down to 15, draw land. I mean, I think I just do the same here. They do have 7, so I feel like I do need to ramp exile 1. Unfortunately, I don't have another mana for the Flesh Rake triggers. Just want to keep him off a 7 if possible. Triggers and pass 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We can attack. And pass. Well, I still get the 7. Do you have an Ugin? If you have an Ugin, we have a Needle. If you have a Karn, we have a Thief. It's an Ugin, so we have a Needle. Imagine I just draw a card, gain some life. Yep. And attack for 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Rumble. Cast Rumble. Triggers. There's a Blade of the Blood Chief. There's a Ballista. I'll grab Blade. Needle. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Play Needle. Name Ugin, Eye of the Storms. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We have Emrakul next turn. We hold. Two, 3. Flesh Rake. That's a bit scary, admittedly. Heal to all. Down to turn. Down to 12. Passing. And draw. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9, 14. We'll cast Emrakul. Triggers. I'll cast the blade to ping you. And do I equip Emrakul with it? Actually, doing so might be correct. Equip. Our turn, comrade. You should have sacked your spawns Ulamog. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sire, Urza Tower, we draw. Main. K command. So you will K command, target me, target me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We don't want you to plan anything. I guess you have the ability to play things regardless. If I just K command, target me, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, I guess you won't. I won't win on the spot. Otherwise, 2, 4, 6, 7. They'll play Sire, but I don't think that will matter too much in the grand scheme. You'll play Sire regardless. Yeah. If we give them 8 mana, do I care? I don't think so. Play the Waste, play the K command, ramp Scry, draw me. Well, I guess we should first go to combat. Well, I guess I can then go what? Ramp Exile Flesh Rake at least? I'm trying to mitigate the amount of damage that I take to this. Because I do want to get rid of their Flesh Rakes. Trigger 1, trigger 2. X equals 7. Let's do this. I'm gonna ramp, I'm gonna exile. Ramp, exile. Triggers, and done. Trigger, done. Oh, I guess it's gonna trigger prior to anyways. Ugh. Until end turn. Opponent will scoop. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to think if I should have attacked first, gotten rid of one Flesh Rake, and then exiled the second. That's probably the better move. I forgot that I was going to trigger first. So yeah, I think I needed to attack first to mitigate as much damage as possible there, so I didn't just die. But we should be fine, regardless. I'm trying to think the best move there would have been to play the Sire and kind of just pray at that point. Ooh, actually, you know what? I shouldn't have played a land because I drew Karn into Bridge. I guess we had the Thief, so it didn't matter. Okay, what the hell do I want here? What do we cut? Because I don't want to cut green sources. I guess we can cut labs. I guess if we're cutting anything, like we already cut a Flesh Rake, or we already cut a Rumble. We don't want to cut 7 mana value spells. We already cut our artifacts that aren't doing anything. We have Flutes in. And we have Thief in, so I guess we cut labs? Yeah, I think that makes sense. Yeah, I suppose so. Broodscale, Stirrings, Thief. We'll keep. Reveals. Passes. So we have Thief for Karn. We need Blade for the combo. Power Plant map. Cavern Souls, you're 1 turn late, friend. Stirrings. Okay, there's Saga. Saga does get there in 3 turns. And pass. And pass. They have Tron on 3. Not much we can do about... I stand corrected. Play Urza Saga trigger. We hold Beseiju. End step. Crack map. Resolves. Beseiju. Actually, do I want to do this on after their draw in case they draw into their basics? Well, it also enables them a K command if I do that, so I'm going to go after the power plant now. Go after power plant, pass. It'll enable a K command X1. Unlikely that they play that, but it's also possible. 3. Flesh Rake. K command X1. Surprise. Funny enough, they did have that. Surprised they didn't hold that for the Broodscale, though. Triggers. So next turn we can cast Equip, but we don't have a way to then trigger unless we play the Broodscale now. We could dig with the Stirrings and try and see if we can get them to tap out. Otherwise, we could just make a construct. I mean, if you dig for Stirrings, find Ballista, that would work. Yeah, because we're going to have... Let's go Stirrings. We'll grab the Temple or the Thief. I think we grab the Temple here. We'll hold the Flute. Because I just find it unlikely that they are not holding a K command here. Thought Not Seer. That's kind of unfortunate. Yeah. Thought Not Seer resolves. It grabs the Broodscale. Have we played the Broodscale? Would it have resolved in anything differently? That's the part I'm not sure about. 2 types in Yard. We draw. Forest. I'm going to make a construct. And grab Springleaf. Going to play E-Temp and hold Flute. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go to combat, swing for 4, take 4 down to 16. Surgical. Sure. I was not expecting to see Surgical in a Tron sideboard. Huh. That's a weird one. Draw. Dampening Sphere. I kind of don't want to play it. Right now, I think it's fine not to be completely honest. Because 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I guess they did reduce the number of types in Yard. Didn't they? By 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Next turn. I suppose attacking for 2 would be fine here. We could play Thief, but it doesn't really give us much in the way of value is the only problem. Map. Well, I don't exactly want you getting to Tron, so I'm going to play Flute, name Expedition Map. It's a bit of a desperate play, I'll admit, but I think it's necessary. And pass. And draw. Lab. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Gemstone Caverns. Go to combat. We could play Thief. Actually, I kind of have an idea. Thief. I will not exile map, though. Yield all. Attack with a construct. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. If they attack the TCAS, we'll block the Thief, add a type to Yard. If we draw into a 7-mana value spell, which we should have, I think, 6 hits off top, we can play the Emrakul. Yep, that is fine. Second main. Come on, Templar 6 mana Val, or 7 mana Val. We should have 8 hits here. Draw. That will do it. Oh, son of a. What do you have here? Surgical? You suck so much. Yield all. So, land to Yard. I mean, I'll still tuck the Emrakul at this point. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, that was a bit annoying. Funny enough, they actually hit himself for 2. I will pass and hold back the construct to block. We're going to hold. There's a Karn. What is this? K command. X equals 3. Take 2 types out of my yard. We need a Rumble. X equals 3. Ramp Scry Draw. Bold move Cotton. We're going to go down to 8. Yield until turn. Oh, do you have Karn? TKS. Yeah, TKS will land, which means I am forced to block. I wonder if the better choice was to keep the construct back along with the Thief to then, if they opt... I mean, they wouldn't have attacked at that point. There's no way they would have attacked. We have to block. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. And I think we have to go for it. We're going to return Emrakul to hand. Draw. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Nope. We'll concede. The 2 surgicals were actually really impactful. Not in ways I think that would be normally applicable, but certainly was here. That's so unfortunate. Alright. Well, we'll be back for match number 5. Alright, we're back for match 5 on the draw for game 1. How do I want to do this? Like, I want to go Fleshraker on 2. Do we want to go Saga on 1? We have 2 Sagas. We could be a bit greedy with it. What the what? I'm not sure if opponent just accidentally passed through or they genuinely did not have any lands. Weird. Well, now I don't know if I want to play the Saga on 1. I guess I'll play the Temple Soul Guide and pass and hold. That was very bizarre. What is happening here? I'm confused. Saga. Fleshrake. Pass? Pass. I guess I should hold. What hand did you keep that you need 1 land? That you would dare keep a no-lander on the play? Like, maybe I could excuse it on the draw, but on the play, I'm befuddled. Maybe. It's a very real possibility. I mean, they're going to have to pitch the hand size if they don't play anything here. Weird. Like, it either Saga. Okay, so they drew into a Saga. Could it be... No, it wouldn't be Titan. You would never keep a no-lander of Titan. What is this? Affinity? Okay, it has to be Affinity. That's my only explanation here. It is Affinity. So I guess they were just looking for the 1-lander for the Springleaf to try and then go into Pinnacle Emissary? Okay, that's exactly what happened. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. They needed the 1 land... Did they need a 1-lander? I guess they maybe don't have a 3rd 0 mana for the Opal. Yeah, I guess that's the explanation. Alright, I mean, we're just gonna yield all at this point. Tormod. No, they had the... What? They had a... They must have drawn into Tormod's Crypt. That's the only explanation. But no, if they drew into Tormod's Crypt, then they would have not played this... Then they would have played the Saga already. Which means they had the Crypt Opal Memnite. Which means they could have then played the Drum into Pinnacle, but I guess then they wouldn't have the tokens? Yeah, it's the only explanation. Okay, weird. I guess we just try and accelerate then. Yeah, I guess we just try and accelerate into either Emrakul or Brood. So let's start with Talisman. Triggers. Cast Drum. Rumble. Green tap. And tap Saga. Maybe hold the Saga. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, I could probably sack a token here. Worst comes to worst, that way we can potentially block with that. Ballista might. I'm thinking we actually grab the Ballista for the blade so we can actually ping down their board. Yeah. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I mean, we have a way to just clear their board next turn. We're not blocking with the Fleshraker, so we're just going to attack in. We can clear their board next turn. Or we can play Emrakul, which means, yeah, I think overall we should just win this. Unless, I'm trying to think of the way out they have. What their potential out is, and I'm coming up blank. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Ballista, equip. There's the Kappa, that's fine. We have the Emrakul. We do actually need to be mindful with a Spring Leaf. Okay, never mind. If they're tapping the Spring Leaf, then I don't care. Because now they don't have Rebuke. Alright. So now we just win. I don't think they have a way out. Realistically. Trigger. Float. Oh, I guess they can crypt. Wait, I guess, yeah, if the crypt before that resolves, admittedly. Yeah, that's still fine. So in that case, we'll grab the blade. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. What I can still do here, though, 12, 13, 14. I think I can still play the Ballista and equip, right? Ping down their board, leaving them with nothing but Kappa. Play the Emrakul, and then sack the Ballista. Basically just ping them down, clear board, leave Kappa. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can still do it. Because 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 minus 1 minus 2 would be 10. 10. No, I think I actually might be off 1 if I do that. Ah, damn. I think I might be off 1. Because we can add 2 types to Yard. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, minus 2 would be 13, meaning I can't actually equip Blade. I think because I sacked that one spawn, it's going to cost me, so I'm just going to go Emrakul then. We'll just cast Emrakul. We can do the Ballista thing next time, and that is fine. No, I guess I can't do Ballista because I need to 0 it. Right, triggers. Triggers. Always yield. Now we can. Okay. And I suppose I'll just equip Blade to... I guess we don't even need to do that, do we? Equip Blade the Emrakul? No, not even. Yeah, we'll just pass. Draw, Saga. Saga trigger, float Saga. Fail to find. Go to attacks. Attack Kappa, attack Memnite. Go to blocks, we block. Triggers, and pass. Cool. I mean, this is lethal on board. Yeah, okay. One short of just pinging their board down. Oh well. So we still want Vexing Ball, but we don't want Soul Guide. We want Might Pith. We would like Wayscape, if possible. We could bring in Wayscape like this. We do want Cavernous Souls, maybe cut a lab. Anything else? I don't think so. Run it back like this. I guess it is possible that they were just holding on to Saga, yeah. Rather than drawing into Saga. Either way, is that hand they kept was weird. I mean, this is looking very similar. I think I turn 1 Saga. Turn 1 Saga, tuck, make constructs. Yeah, we can do that. We'll pass. Opponent goes down to 6. Maybe not taking as greedy of a hand. Shivan Reef. Passing. Draw. Saga trigger. I will pass. This allows me to make a construct on 2. We'll pass. Or I can play Flesh Rake. Red. Emissary. Opal. And passing, so they shouldn't be enough to Kappa for me to worry just yet. Lab. Lab Imprint. I just go for Construct Beats at this point. We're gonna hold and go Construct Beats. Attack for 1, that's fine. Feel like they have an interactive hand, hence why I've done this. Make a construct. Draw. Wayscape. I actually really do like Wayscape here. I will still make a construct. We'll go with... We could go Haywire Might, exile the Darksteel Citadel. That's actually really tempting here. Let's go Haywire Might. Yeah, I feel like that is definitely consigned, so if we just play around that. Let's go to combat. And let's Haywire Might the Darksteel Citadel. So this turns off Opal. Now we can just kind of start beating them in the face nonstop. If they try and advance their board state, then we can interact 1,000 different ways over. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're 4-shot on Emrakul. I guess 5 technically, because Emrakul's tucked. And I feel like opponent was definitely not expecting just this mid-range beatdown plan. That is the one thing that I do like about the lab version. We can just kind of convert it into just this early construct beats. Emissary, okay. So now Opal's online again. Memnite, sure. Attacks for 1, sure. So they have Consign again. And even Metallic Rebuke. I think we just go attacking here. Go to combat. Attack, attack. Let's start with Rumble. If they have Metallic Rebuke, they have Metallic Rebuke. We're grabbing the bauble. 1000%. Bauble. Let's try and bait them with the flesh rake then. Because I doubt that they want this bauble resolving. So I don't think they can counter the flesh rake. Really? No opponent, that's a questionable decision. You know it. Bauble? Pass. Weird. Thoughtcast, draws a card. Island, sure. Thoughtcast, draws a card. Or draws two, rather. Up to 4. That was a choice opponent. Attack with both drones. It's not like they can... I guess you're going to hold up for Rebuke. Okay, so that tells me you have Rebuke in hand. Okay. That is what that tells me. Sure. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we can do what here? Exile Memnite, exile Opal with Wasescape with impunity if we just play the lab. Yeah, let's do that. Kick the Wasescape. Exile the Opal. No, actually, I kind of want to exile the Memnite so that way they don't have the Rebuke. Exile the Memnite. So now you don't have Rebuke up, so now I can play Talisman of the Rumble. Yeah, so they were just holding up Rebuke. No consigns, I don't think. Ballista Saga. We already have a Saga in yard. I'll take a Ballista, I think. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we have Emrakul next turn. Go to combats. Attack for 8. I mean, I think just the beatdown plan got us there. If they try and go for Kappa, we win off the Emrakul. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yep. Up and we'll scoop it up. We got the win against Affinity with the Construct beatdown plan. That is 4-1 at the end of 5. Not bad at all. All right, well, that there will end this league and YouTube video. As always, if you did enjoy it, please do consider hitting the like button. Comment down below if you did see any lines that I missed, any mistakes that I made, or any general feedback. Be much appreciated. For as much that I hope you all learn from me, both my success and failures, I hope I can learn from you all as well. Last but not least, if you have reached a point in the video and haven't already, please do consider hitting the subscribe button as we continue to grow this channel. However, if you do want to catch these videos live, you can catch me over on Twitch Mondays through Thursdays at 10 p.m. CST and Fridays through Sundays at 8 p.m. CST for the weekend challenges. Or you can head over to my Patreon where you can catch these videos early and ad-free. That being said though, folks, I will see y'all next time. Bye-bye! Hey, what is up, guys? And welcome back to another Magic the Gathering online league. We're back with Basking Broodscale, the Tezzeret version to be exact, potentially against Amulet Titan. At least according to MTGO bot, that's what our opponent was last on. This hand's kind of interesting because we do have the turn 1 Might. Actually, we could go turn 2 Might by going Halfling. Yeah, I kind of like that idea. That way they don't see the Might coming. So we'll go with the Halfling and Passin. And Passin. Well, there's Mike's Synth cards. Do you have? You do. Perfect. Draw. Land. Broodscale. Would have liked to land there. I'll cast the Might. And say goodbye, Amulet. No Amulet for you. Hopefully that screws up their plan well enough. Because now we're definitely fighting an uphill battle. I wonder if we just play Broodscale next turn, honestly. So this is definitely Amulet Titan. Gonna go Stirrings, Vesuva, Grove, tapped, okay. I want the green source, Fleshy Rake. I'm gonna go for the Stirrings. We need to find lands here. Ooh, that's not a land. K command only. I'm happy with our K command. I'm not happy for the K command right now. I need lands. Soul Guide Lantern. We'll exile our Ancient Stirrings and pass. So we do have Grave interaction, which is good if they get to the point of comboing it off because we can disrupt. But I really need lands here. Well, I was really banking on that Ancient Stirrings to find me one. There's a Mirror Pool. There's a Grazer. Grazer will probably play a bounce land. Yup. So that is a +1. I mean, they're just trying to get to Natural Titan at this point. 2, 3, 4. Yeah. I mean, they're 2 turns away. Picks up Vesuva. And passes, draws land. Oh, for frick's sake. We're playing 20 lands. We're... How many deep did we look now? So we drew 3 deep plus 5, 8. So we dug 8 deep. We've whiffed on 20 lands. That's brutal. I'll cast the Broodscale. We'll pass. And hold and pray. Because now they can Vesuva again. Yeah, Vesuva, Gruul, Turf, pick up Mirror Pool. I guess not Mirror Pool. They pick up the Mycosynth Gardens, and that should give them enough, I think. Oh no. Oh no. Do you have a Lotus Field? Oh, you don't even need a Lotus Field. Well, no, you do. Because that's 5. You need something else. Because Vesuva comes into play as Gruul Turf. That's 5. You need a +1. Oh, do you have a Spelunking? GSC. GSC for 1. Oh, Boreal Grazer. Yeah, Grazer will get you there. And that'll even allow for the Mirror Pool to come into play untapped. Now, mind you, or stay untapped. Now, mind you, we do have a Soul Guide to Disrupt. So they don't have the win, but we're definitely in trouble. So, Titan. Titan triggers. Titan will need a Color Source, so probably a Crumbling Vestige, plus a Bounce Land or a Lotus Field. Probably Lotus Field, if I had to guess. After they activate Mirror Pool, Crumbling Vestige, Bounce Land. That's a bit weird. I feel like Lotus Field would have been more correct. Yep. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. One more. Mirror Pool. Okay. So in response to Mirror Pool's activation, we're going to Soul Guide Lantern. That way they can't go Echoing Deep to create another copy of. So at least this cuts them off of multiple copies of Titan. So they no longer have access to Echoing Deeps and the Loop. Now they can still haste 2 Titans, which is more than enough at this juncture, given our current board state. So, I mean, we're likely going to lose, but we'll continue playing it out to see what happens. The fact, like I said, that we've whiffed on 20 lands with a Digging 8 Deep has been rough. Yep, there's the Hainweir, so they'll be able to haste 2. They can't Otawara, but they can Besage you. I don't really care about Besage you. No, they at this point in time, because the Mirror Pool's gone, they cannot Aftermath Analyst Loop. I'm pretty sure they are short in that regard. because we cut off the mirror pool. Mirror pool is a significant linchpin and get everything. Otawara. Imagine pick up Otawara, then pick up a Seiju. Yep. Otawara, pick up Otawara. Bounces the Broodscale makes sense. And then probably just hold Besage, and I think you should win. Yeah, I don't think I have an out. No. Yep. We'll draw just for the sake of drawing. Yeah, we'll just concede. We dug, that was 9 deep 0 lands. Brutal. Alright. Looked promising too with that turn 2 might. Damp Sphere, Wasescape. I really want Warping Whale. Actually, we have a full sideboard guide for this. So we cut Halfling. We cut Fleshraker, Emrakul, Rumble, Needle. So let's see. Gemstone. Rumble. Fleshrake. All the halflings. Wasescape, Whale, Sphere, Thief. Do I want Thief? Maybe. Is Thief better than a Needle? Maybe not. Like, I think maybe keeping 1 Needle and dropping 1 Thief might be right. Yeah. And then Rumble, Emrakul. Okay. Yes, this looks correct. So we have a ton of hate in the board for Titan. Now we just need to find lands to play it. I mean, I knew it was risky keeping the 1-lander, even if the halfling, but I truly expected to see at least a land off of the stirrings. On the play for game 2. This hand would have been great if we had a green source. I would have kept this land in a frickin' heartbeat. I will mulligan though. Versus this hand, we have a green source, but I should not keep this hand. Like, I could, theoretically, but we're going to go down to 5. Okay, this hand is better. So we want Temple. We want Fleshrake. We want... Do we want green sources? I mean, I do want green sources, don't get me wrong. But I kind of want the Blade K command more. Alright, let's do this. We'll play the Temple. We play the Blade. I don't... The Blade gets exposed to Beseiju, but if they Beseiju the Blade, I'm kind of okay with it. Blade. Pass. At this juncture, I'm kind of okay with it. I think I'm going to win off the Fleshrake, not the combo. Amulet. I don't think they can win this turn. So, I shouldn't say that. Titan can win out of nowhere, so I shouldn't even bother. They still could win. So, let's hope they don't have the turn 2 nuts. The Soul Guide, once again, will help cut off their combo line. They do bring in 3 Dismembers in this match, if I remember correctly. Oh, Jesus. If you have a Lotus Field, I swear to God. Otawara, thank God. What is this? Dismember. Damn Yeah, I mean, I did say it, didn't I? Rumble. Shit. Well, now I kind of want that green source. Well, damn. If you have a bounce land, you can go into Titan. We can disrupt the combo line so we don't die, but then you can just besiege you my lands. I guess. Okay, let's do this. We're gonna ramp. We're gonna scry draw. Yeah, I think we have to ramp scry draw for a green source. This is kind of awkward. Even more awkward. Yeah. Top draw. We'll have to go for the Soul Guide then, because the Soul Guide's the only way we're gonna interact with their combos. So we don't get an so they don't have an OTK. So we'll hold the Soul Guide, and then next turn we have Flash Rake. Was the Flash Rake keep even a wise idea? Probably not, to be honest. Should have probably bottomed the Flash Rake, held the command. I will yield to all. And that's Escape Shift, isn't it? Damn. Yes, so you can go Bounce Land, Lotus Field, T-West. Yeah, Bounce Land, Lotus Field, T-West should be more than enough. Again, we can disrupt their line, so I don't think we're dead. But we're definitely not in a good position here. Lotus Field, Bounce Land, T-West. Yep, I was correct. Yield to all. T-West Transmute for Pact. Cast Pact for what? Titan. Titan ETBs for Mirror Pool. So probably Mirror Pool, Crumbling Vestige because they didn't hold up a colorless source would be my guess. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we've lost this, but we'll see. Yeah, maybe I should have held the green source. I don't know. Mirror Pool. What? Oh, I guess because they can. Yeah. I see. Yes, yield to all. When they activate the Mirror Pool, then gain priority because I want to have yield to that. Tap the Mirror Pool, untap the Mirror Pool, sacrifice the Mirror Pool, targeting the Titan. Holds up the red source for double red. In response, we'll sacrifice Soul Guide to cut off their line so they can't then just continue to chain Titans. So that's gone. Your graveyard's gone. You get a Titan. You can now go Hainweir, Battleman's Bounce Land, pick up the Beseiju. Yes. Yep. Hainweir, Bounce Land, pick up a Beseiju. Haste and haste. So that's 12 coming to face. Do I have an out here? I mean, when they Beseiju me, I'm going to shuffle. And they choose not to Beseiju me yet. Smart. That actually is correct. I was hoping that they would. And from here, they pick up a second Beseiju. So I have two Beseiju. I'm trying to think if I have any outs, and I don't think I do, is the problem. You do need double green for Pact. So you have all you need for Pact now. We'll take the 12 down to 8. 2 Besiege you in hand. We draw. Yeah, I mean, Fleshbreaker's not going to cut it. What can I dig for even at this point? Nothing really of value, I don't think. We can X equals 3, which means we have 7 mana plus type, so no Emrakul. We would need a green source for a Broodscale, so we can't go Broodscale. We'll just concede. Alright. Yeah, the opening hand, or rather our opening 5, I wonder if I should just held the green source for the Rumble. I was hoping that we draw off of it with the command, maybe. But maybe that was a bit too hopeful. Alright, we'll be back for match number 2. Alright, we're back for match 2 on the draw for game 1. We'll pass. We're more or less just angling for Emrakul here. The question is what our opponent's playing. Bloodstained Mire, passing, draw. Fleshrake. So we're looking at Fleshrake on 1. Or rather on 2. We'll play the E-Temp, play the Soul Guide, and hope that is valuable. Next turn we can play the Fleshrake. Thundering Falls, Surveil. Okay. Supposedly our opponent was last seen playing Prowess, but a turn 1 start without anything seems slow for Prowess. But I could be maybe I am mistaken. Steel Cutter. Well, that's looking like Prowess after all. We can at least get rid of Delirium. So that's good. Bubble target me. So we need to get to this Emrakul ASAP then. Trigger, draw. Forest. We want to Rumble or Fleshrake here. I feel like we need the Rumble. Cast Rumble. We'll go Halfling, question mark. And we'll go Halfling. And we'll pass. Next we can Halfling Fleshrake and try and ram 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Preordained triggers yield all. Paying cost for Dart. In response, I'll sack. And that is looking like 5 damage. Down to 13. 4 cards in hand. Fetch down to 17. And bolt. Why not bolt prior to damage for the extra 2? So he should have been at 13. Oh no, that is prior to damage. I see. Yes. We're down to 5. Draw. 3 in hand. Grow the Burn Willows. Cast Fleshrake. Cast Halfling as a blocker. Alright. Not looking great. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 4 short EI resolves. Prowess triggers. Lethals on boards. We are forced to block. Arid Mesa fetch. What do you put in exile? Lava Dart? Oh god. Okay. Violent. So we're going to exile your grave. Yield to all. So no Delirium. Means no double strike. Just first strike. However, we actually need to block all here. So we have to block, we have to block. We could block here, get rid of a monk at least, take 3 down to 2. It's not great, but it is an option to take a body off board. Alright, down to 2. Tezzeret doesn't do anything here, right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Tezzeret can find Ballista, but we don't have the ability to do much with that. It does increase our type count in Yard. We'll concede. So this is Prowess. Lost for game 1. Let's go to sideboard. So, do I even have Prowess on my list of decks? I do. So we are going to want Damp Sphere, Dismember, Fire Spout, Thief. Cut Halfling, Might, Flesh Rake, Rumble Needle. Dismember, Fire Spout, Damp Sphere, and Thief. Turtle, you need to chill, bud. Alright. On the play for game 2. There's Damn Sphere to slow him down. We'll keep. Grove, Cast Stirrings, Saga or Ballista? Let's go Saga here. And pass. And pass. Wooded Foothills Fetch. Steam Vent Shock. Monastery? Monastery for 1. Draw. Flesh Raker. We could play Flesh Raker, but I think it's better for me to cast Sphere here. That'll tax them, so we can slow them down. Next turn we can play either Cake Man or Flesh. Steel Cut. We're going to play the Thief. And draw. Triggers. Cast Thief. I guess I actually could have played the Forest instead. Yeah, I should play the Forest instead so I didn't gain them a life. That actually might be relevant. We will find out. Preordained Trigger. I mean, that yeah, I'm trying to think. They would need a mutagenic growth, right? Yeah, because of the taxing. Another Swift Spear, okay. Draw, E-Temp, Trigger. We could make a construct, but I think I'm just gonna float. Vexing Bauble is appealing. Because Vexing Bauble would stop, Slick Shot would stop Lava Darts from Yard. Let's go Bauble. Play Temple. Cast what? We can cast K Command. We can ramp Exile, but I think I want to get the Flesh Raker on board first. And we'll pass. And pass. Preordain. Zero top, 2 bottom, draw. Damping Sphere putting in a lot of work right now. Bolt. They can attack and hit me for 3. There's no reason... Okay, I was about to say, there's no reason not to. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10 plus 2. I'm thinking we go K command right now. We're gonna ramp, we're gonna exile. And done. We're gonna pass and hold 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. One short of Emrakul. We do need to hold out or watch out for Consign. Steel Cutter resolves. They could have Consign. Draw. Rumble. Cast Rumble. There's Blade. There's a second Emrakul. Tempted to go Flesh Rake here, but I think a second Emrakul is correct. Cast Stirrings. And there's another Thief. There's a Broodscale. I'll grab the Thief here. And I will pass at this point. Emrakul 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. No attacks. They tap down that Steam Vents, we cast the Emrakul and should just go off. DRC. Unholy Heat. Bold Move Cotton. Unless you have another blue source. Yep. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We could block 2 damage. I'll hold off, though. Draw. Broodscale. Emrakul. Our turn. No attacks. You have Consign, Preordain, Slick Shot. So we can send the Slick Shot to, whatchamacallit, to exile, where it will live forevermore, basically. We draw. Heat. May pay and exile this card from your hand. So it's not casting, which means it won't tax the... get taxed, right? So we can heat. Oh, this is perfect. So let's go to main. Slick Shot plotted. Unholy Heat. Target what? I guess we could target... The DRC is going to get blocked, so I guess we target the Monastery Swift Spear, hitting it for 6. Yeah, I think that's probably correct. For red. DRC triggers, we surveil. Prowess, Prowess. Yield to all. Yield to all. We see Consign, we're going to put that into Yard. We go to combat. We're forced to attack with DRC. We go to blocks, block DRC. I'll pass at that point. So Slickshot's stuck in exile. They have Preordain EI, Consign, and one unknown. Preordain triggers. Blue's down, which means we can Thief next turn, get rid of the Corey Steel Cut. One top, one bottom, draw. Lava Dart targets me. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, that's fine. Mitigate damage, first off and foremost, we draw. Oh, we have Blade Broodscale. Now, I wish I kind of didn't do that because we could have went 1, 2, equip. No, we would have been short. I mean, I think at this point, we just go Thief. Thief Eat. And Bundle Scoop Up. Alright, we got there. Damsphere put in a lot of work that game, let me tell you. We do want the Cavernous Souls. What do we cut for it? Or Gemstone Cavern, rather. For Prowess. As we cut an Emrakul. Not ideal, but yes. Fire Spout is nice, but we need to be able to cast it. Stirring's Rumble. We're looking for lands. We have 2 draws. We'll keep. Pass and full. Opponent keeps an opening 6. Swift Spear. Attack for 1 down 19. Draw. Okay, there's the Karplucins. Now we can cast the Stirrings. There's Damp Sphere for next turn. But then we don't have a 3rd land. We need the draw into 1. Let's go for the Damp Sphere. They now know we have it. We'll pass. And pass. It's possible we might just hold up Consign mana. No, not even gonna care. Steam Vent Shock, 17. Slick Shot. Alright. Well, that is 2 down to 17. We draw. Rumble. Do I Rumble or Damp Sphere here? I think we... Do we take the risk? Do we take the risk? I mean, clearly they didn't care about Damp Sphere, otherwise... I guess they don't have a Consign, right? Yeah, I think I need the Fire Spout. I think you're correct. We'll take the Grove. And pass. The next one we can Rumble Fire Spout. EI triggers. Of course, Mutagenic Growth does get them there. So we can do that. Yeah, okay. 5 down to 12. Draw. Grove. So I can go green. Rumble. That'll leave us with 3 left over for the Spout. We'll grab Temple. Cast the Fire Spout red. Green. And colorless. Done. Pass and full. So now bodies are off board. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 2 short of Emrakul. Draw. Lantern. We could just play the Thief as a blocker. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Do we have an artifact in yard? We do. We have the Ballista in yard. I mean, I think we might just want to go Thief, pull nothing, leave it as a blocker. Yield all. Do you have Consign? You do not. We'll play the Soul Guide Lantern. This way we can deal with Delirium. Does that get countered? That gets me bolted. Another Unholy Heat. Okay, before the Soul Guide lands. That makes sense. I suppose. So let's see. Land, sorcery, creature, creature, instant, instant. So we either need to go land, sorcery. They have a land, so we'll go for the sorcery. And I suppose at that point we'll pass. We're at 8, which I'm not happy about. But the fact they sent off the bolt means they don't have any creatures, I don't think. Surveil. 3 types in yard will hold. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. DRC. DRC's fine. I will pass and draw. Would have liked a creature or something there. We could just fire spout out the DRC. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We have Emrakul next turn. Red, colorless, colorless. It's not, doesn't have flying right now. So we just need red, but I guess we can go green just to play it safe if they give it flying. Do that. And done. Fire spout. Pain cost. Bolt. Down to 5. Yeesh. Holding up blue. They have to have a consign in hand. There's no way they don't, is the problem here. So I need them to tap out. Corey Steelcut. Is there a world where I crack the Soul Guide here to draw into something? Honestly, maybe. The last card in hand feels like it is a frickin' consign. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So if I crack Soul Guide, what do we hope to find? Draw a card. Dismember is not what I wanted to find. Ballista. X equals 3. Let's see if this draws out. Consign. Perfect. Great bait. 0 cards in hand, which means they're unlikely to trigger the Corey Steelcut. Perfect. Love to see it. Moments like that, though, they shouldn't have played a land. They should have held that. Emrakul, our turn. Fetch 17, tapped. And draw. Slick shot. We'll just slam the slick shot directly into Emrakul. Go to main, cast. Go to combat, attack, go to blocks, and pass. And pass. Passing, we hold K command. Swing for 13. All right, question of the day. Do I play the Dam Sphere? I think I do, because it still gives me enough for the K command. Dam Sphere. All right, we hold with K command. We'll see if the taxing's enough, and we got there. Woo! Thank you, Walking Ballista, acting as great bait. All right, we'll be back for match number 3. All right, we're back for match 3 on the play for game 1. Yes, I will keep. But Mulligan's down to 6. Supposedly they're on E-Tron. Grove. halfling, pass. And pass. We'll rumble next turn. Yep, that is looking like Tron. Do you have Chalice on 0? Why Chalice on 0? I actually don't know. Draw. Saga. Ooh. Saga, good. I will start with Rumble, though. Grabs Temple. Play Saga. Pass. And pass. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's a Mind Stone. We do have to worry about a Karn. Another Emrakul. So I'm thinking we go Broodscale. And we will pass, holding up the Construct. Because that way we can start beating Karn in the face if they just play Karn here. And I think that should result in a win. Lab imprint. Lab imprint. You have a K command. You could have a K command. If you go K command 5, or 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, we have Emrakul next turn as it stands. If you play Karn, we can beat Karn in the face until it dies. That's not an issue. Opponent scoops it up. They see the line, so that's good. Alright, win for game 1. Let's go to game 2. Eldrazi Tron time. We are going to want Wayscape, Battle Mage, Damn Sphere, Thief. Wayscape, Damn Sphere. We're going to want to cut Halfling, Flash Rake, Rumble. Soul Guide's doing nothing. Vexing Bauble has some like adjacent things, but it's not great. We can cut the Cavern of Souls. Yes, that looks good. I mean, I could cut the Might for the Vexing Bauble, but the benefit of Vexing Bauble is a very narrow benefit of it being able to counter Ugin, but we'd rather just Ugin not get to that point anyways, so we'll run it back like this. I mean, we need lands, but if we find lands, we're in a really good spot. We have 2 draws. Yeah, we'll keep it. We'll pass. There's a tower. It's a map. Alright, we draw. Wayscape. Not what I wanted. Do we go Springleaf? I think we go Springleaf. I need a land. We'll pass. That is Tron on 3. I am scared. That is a land, admittedly. I will cast Broodscale. I will cast Blade. We'll pass. You'll crack map. That's fine. I mean, let's see what you got. If you don't have a way to stop me, we win. We pass. Tron is a Karn. It is a Mind Stone, not a Karn. It is 6 mana, K command. That's the only explanation. K command X4. Nope, Karn. Okay, Karn Flute. Doubling down there, damn. Okay, Karn Flute plus Karn or minus Karn? Figured you were gonna go Karn minus Liquid Metal, to be honest. Flute name Basking Broodscale. That's a mistake. Well, I guess then I can't adapt to beat Karn faster? Sure. Give me a land. That is a land. Do we wastscape the flute? Do I care enough to do so, or just put another... I mean, wastscape is another body on board, admittedly. Actually, there is a slight problem here that I foresee is both Cityscape Leveler and Extinguisher Battleship. I'm actually going to have to kick Wastscape, but not on Flute, on Mind Stone. Because I want to cut them off of 8 mana, if at all possible. Go to combat, swing at Karn. Karn down to 4, we pass. Okay, they have 8. Karn minus. No Karn minus for Extinguisher Battleship. What this? Mind Stone. Okay. 5, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. That's fine. Weird. Kind of weird. Triggered. I'll cast that. Triggers. I mean, I feel like I'm playing into a wipe, but at this point, we kind of just need to see if they make mistakes, because otherwise this board state is pretty much GG's, unless I can get that Karn off board, which I don't think I can right now without this Emrakul. Lands for days. I mean, Karn minus Battleship wins the game. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I mean, even Leveler? There's no way they brought in both, right? Karn minus. And if they just play Battleship, I'll scoop. Weird. I mean, Ballista is also pretty good, admittedly. No blocks. Out of 13, we're not dead to Ballista, but Ballista can pop everything on board. Uh-huh. You can tap it for 2 more. Yeah. That is a 5/5, so you can ping the Flesh Rake down. You can ping the Broodscale down. Trigger Blades. Irrelevant. Ping the Broodscale down. Ballista sticks on board. 1 type in yard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh. Tezzeret. Hello. Cast Tezzeret. Minus Tezzeret. For Pithy Needle. Pithy Needle named Karn the Great Creator. Triggered Tezzeret. You want to ping of Ballista? No? Rude. I will pass. Yes. I think I'm just dead, right? Because all they need to do here is build up Ballista, ping down Wastscape, attack. Yeah, I mean, I think we should just be dead, right? I'll block. If they just were to grow the Ballista, I think we're dead. Like, beforehand, ping down both of these. I guess you can only grow it twice? Yeah, I can grow it twice, so I guess we're not dead. Ping the spawn, do it, coward. You didn't, rude. K command. Float. Ballista ping, rude. Ballista ping, thank you, actually. Two types in yard. 4 types in yard. Haywire Might. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, I don't think I have an out here. What I can do is I think I can ramp Exile. Right, I think that's everything I can do. X equals 3. Exile Ballista. Ballista will ping Might. Might is fine. Done. Triggers always yield. Ballista ping. Ping target me, not Might. That's rude. Kind of needed you to do something differently. So we have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. But I'm going to have to block with 3. I'll pass. What is this? Mindstone, draw a card. Okay. Pass. Yeah, we have to block, block, and block. One more. Done. To 1, up to 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We need a temple. A temple off top gets us the Emrakul. Oh, these are all my triggers. There you go. Temple. Ah. Alright, we'll concede. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yep. And concession. Alright, let's move to sideboard. We'll cut the gemstone for what? Etron. I guess for the Cavern Souls, we keep ourselves to 20 lands, because 20 lands is the ideal number I found. On the play for game 3. Yes, I will keep. Devourer. Draw. Temple, Blade, pass. We want bodies on board as quickly as possible, so we're going to go Flesh Rake. Mine. Map. Draw. Thief. Oh, that's so fun. Thief of Existence. Eat the map. Pass. No Tron for you. And pass. Temple. Flesh Rake? Flesh Rake. Draw. Stirrings. Yeah, we'll cast... Actually, I am going to do something interesting. Grove. Done. Ballista for 1. Equip Ballista with Blade. We're going to go attacking. Because this Flesh Raker is going to generate spawns, but they're not going to want to sack them because of the Ballista. That's the thought process here. Because they don't want to grow it. Lab, Imprint, Devourer. Do you have a K command for the Ballista? We have an interesting board state now. They have 4 cards in hand. They attack. We'll take the 2 down to 18. Next turn we can play the Tezzeret and grow the Ballista if we really want. Interesting. I mean, I feel like they have K command here. That much seems clear to me. Let's go to combat, question mark? We could play Tez, grow the Ballista. I guess actually let's attack first. We can always grow the Ballista, ping down the Flesh Rake. Actually, that's a really interesting point. If they K command, we grow, we ping the spawn off the Flesh Rake, we ping down Flesh Rake. We're just gonna hold. This feels like a K command. They know it too. Interesting, they're holding. They're down to 14. Power plant. Go to attacks, attack for 2. End step, draw. Wasescape. Wasescape's not doing much here. We're gonna go to combat first. Problem is, if they do go off with K command, we don't have much to stop them with, is the problem. Weird. They have to have the K command. There's no way they don't. They have Tron now. Shoot. Well, that's a problem. They have all the mana in the world. Down to 14. Mind Stone. Resolves. You make a spawn. Down to 13. We draw. 13. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's go to combat. What a weird board state. Down to 6. What a weird board state. We can Flesh Raker. They're at a theoretical 5 right now. If we cast Flesh Raker. The thing is that they pop the Ballista. We're just in such a bad position, aren't we? Yeah, we kind of need to just hold the Flesh Raker at bay, because if we don't, the K command will kill us. Yeah, fine, freaking fine. Draw a card. Still feel like this is bait. Two. Down to 11. Draw. K command of our own now. Go to combat. What a weird game state. So we no longer have to rely on Ballista in order to get rid of the Flesh Rake. This game state is just continuing to get weird. I mean, if they just want to continue at this rate, we potentially just win. Yeah, I wish I have just drawn into lands. Lands would have at least me advance my board state while also holding Ballista, but right now we just don't have that option. Because we die on the spot 2K command. That is a matter of fact. If they have 2K commands, we're really dead. Paying cost. Here it is. $12. So what can we do here? I mean, we have to get rid of the Flesh Rake. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that fact. The Flesh Rake must go. We can actually, this is actually great. So I'm going to ramp, I'm going to exile. We're going to exile the Flesh Rake. I think our patience has paid off. Done. Flesh Rake down. Which means then we can trigger Ballista. Or trigger Blade, rather. This will resolve. And opponent scoops it up. We got there. What a weird game state. Just playing around K commands. All right, we'll take it. Honestly, I don't know why they didn't keep that, because they still were digging 12 deep. I mean, yeah, at that point, I can ping down all of your spawns. And just, like, have... I guess we still have enough to win, don't we? Because you ping down all their spawns, and they K command the Ballista, then it would need another K command or Dismember to get rid of the Thief. But I feel like they could dig enough... dig through enough cards to get there, so I feel like they should have scry-drawed first. So, bit of a strange choice, but I'll take the win regardless. Alright. We'll be back for match number 4. Alright, we're back for match 4 on the play for game 1. Saga Temple Bauble. Supposedly, we don't know what our opponent's playing. I mean, a turn 1 Bauble seems appealing here, right? Yeah, let's just do that, honestly. Because if it's Affinity, then they just get absolutely hosed. If it's Neobrand, they get absolutely hosed. If it's Reanimator, we have the Soul Guide. If it's the Titan, then we have Might. Otherwise, we just go Rumble. Yeah, it seems appealing. Eldrazi Temple. It's a Bauble. Pass. And pass. Forest. Utopia Sprawl. Young Wolf. Ooh. Hello. So this is Yogg. Also potentially Broodscale, right? It could be Broodscale adjacent. So I'm thinking, I mean, we probably don't need to go Soul Guide yet. I'm gonna go Saga trigger. We're going to cast Soul Guide Lantern. I'm gonna play Haywire Might. We're gonna pass. And hold. Is this just straight up Yogg? Is it the Broodscale variant that I think came in like 4th place? That's what I don't know. I also... Could it be Sam? No, I don't think it could be Sam. It's either just straight up Yogg or Broodscale, and I don't know which. It's Broodscale. Okay, we'll take the 1. Yep, we're gonna want to hold that Might for dear life. And draw. Temple, Saga trigger. Grove of the Burn Willows. And we holdin'. No attacking. We got Beseju. Rumble. Rumble finds Ballista. Do you take the Ballista? So it is Basking Broodscale versus Basking Broodscale. Takes the Verdant Cat. Alright. Goes to combat. No attacks because they fear the Saga, which is reasonable. Verdant Cat fetch 16. Forest. Sylvan Safekeeper. Target creature you control. Gain Shroud. That's fine. Ends up. So it is the list that I'm thinking of, yeah. So we'll make a Saga Construct. I will draw. Grove. Ba, 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 ba. We could hold up a green source many ways over. We also could do something interesting and simply go Saga for Needle. Needle for, whatchamacallit, Blade. I'm gonna go Saga. Mega Construct. And I'm going to go Needle. Blade of the Blood Chief. So no longer have to worry about Blade. We can still play the Grove. And then go attacking. T is a construct. You block. Do we care to empty your yard? You know what I kind of want to do real quick? I want to look at this list. I think it was posted in the Discord. Was it in my Discord? It may have been in my Discord. Basking Broodscale. Yes, it was. Yeah, Dryad Arbor, Walking Ballista, Haywire Mite, Sylvan Safekeeper, Young Wolf, 6, Ice Till, Grist, Blade, Spellbomb. What a weird list. Doesn't play Emrakul. So I'm not sure if I even care about the Young Wolf going to Yard. Yeah, that's fine. Young Wolf dies until the turn that resolves. Sure. I will hold. Hold the Might. Yeah, right now we're on the Tez version, not the Lab version. We already finished 5 matches of the Lab version. So we're going 5 and 5. Ice Till. I'm going to empty your yard now. No more lands for you. I still have a land. I mean, I can't really stop this. I'm going to always yield. GSC to yard. I guess I played 2 Ghost Quarters, the thought process here. Yeah. Dryad Arbor. Ice Till. Misty Rain. Spellbomb. Passin. Draw. Halfling. I will cast Rumble. Yes, like this. Rumble. Emrakul. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Go Emrakul. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I think I will do what here? Honestly, I think I might just play Beseiju. Turtle. Can ya chill, bud? Play Beseiju. Cast Halfling. Go to combat. Swing with constructs. Blocks. I guess this way, yeah, they can just play the Dryad Arbor from Yard. That's fine, though. They already had a card in Yard. Surveil. Mill. Make sure you stack that correctly. Mill, Surveil. And hold. I mean, unless they can get rid of cards in Yard, we have Emrakul. Yeah, strange part about this list that doesn't play K command. Rumble out their 6. Non-land permanents in your cards have retrace. Chooses Ghost Quarter. Combat. I mean, you can Ghost Quarter loot me. I don't think I care, though. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Mills a card. We should have enough lands for this not to matter. I guess we have only 2, though. Yes. Forest. You already play a land, or are you going to do this 2 times? We already have an E-temp in hand. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Is this Grist? It is Grist. Okay. What is Grist going to do? Sacrifice a creature, destroy a card. Sure. Targets. Halfling. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That's fine. You want to Ghost Quarter again? You do. That's fine. Yes. Forest. Alright. 8 cards in yard, or 8 types in yard, rather. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So actually, I can go Ancients. I guess actually, let's just start here. Let's just start here. We'll go... I guess holding up a green source might be useful. Yeah, I'll sack the Spawn and Emrakul. And Bone scoops it up. We'll take the win. Alright. Let's go to sideboard. Let's take a look at the sideboard of this Golgari list by Zerk. Fail to Push, Pithy Needle, Thoughtseize, Dam Sphere, Scavenging Ooze, Margaris, Reclamation Sage, and Skyfisher Spider. What a wild sideboard. What the fresh all do we want to do? Dismember seems correct. Wayscape. Do you play Sagas? Yes, you do. Wayscape. So I wonder if we just treat it like a normal Basking Broodscale mirror. Let's see here. Wayscape, Dismember, that's it. Cut. Emrakul, Rumble, Needle. I think I actually need to hold Needle here. So Cavernous Souls, Vexing Bauble. We can actually cut the Soul guy. Actually, no, we can't. Keep the Haywire, keep the Needle, keep the Soul Guide. We can cut Rumble, Flesh Rake. Maybe a Halfling or an Emrakul. I'm going to say probably a Halfling, to be honest. And run it back like this. This seems reasonable. Grafdigger is also a consideration, I guess, but I think this might make sense. We need a green source. We have plenty of them, mind you. I'll keep. We'll pass. We at the very least have a K command X1 on next turn. Or on turn 2, yeah. There's a forest. Okay, so now we can go forest, halfling. Pass. Burning Catacombs, fetch 19. Surveil. Surveil resolves. So now we have a K command X2 next turn. We'll pass. Rumble. Rumble finds Broodscale or Might? I imagine Broodscale. Chooses Might. Really? Draw. Ba, 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 ba. I will play Templar Saga. I'm going to say Temple. Because they have the Might in hand, so playing the Saga doesn't seem correct. We could Rumble here and still hold up a K command X2. That is appealing, actually. Yeah, we'll do that. Thinking about whether or not we play the Springleaf. There's Tezzeret, there's Might. Tezzeret is tempting, so is a Boseiju. I'm thinking Tezzeret here. And I think at that point we pass, we hold K command. Because Tezzeret can find any of our hate pieces that we need. Like, outright play the Might, we can exile it. If they go for, I guess could they go for Ghost Quarter Loop? They can only do it once, so it's not a big deal if they do that. Spymaster's no double green. And that is fine. Rumble, take 2. Imagine you take the Ice Till. One, two, three, 4, yeah. Imagine you take the Ice Till. We can exile the Ice Till. Takes the Reclamation Sage. Interesting. Thoughtseize? Agatha's Soul Cauldron. Creatures you control have all activated abilities. Ice Till's not an activated. What is in your yard that's an activated ability? Nothing. I guess I can grab my Haywire Might, question mark? That's kind of annoying. I'll hold and draw. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. In that case, I'm thinking we play Karplusan. I'm thinking we cast Tezzeret, just cast the Soul Guide. I think maybe just cast the Soul Guide and hit our own Might. Well, I guess Springleaf Drum is mana neutral, right? Springleaf Drum is mana neutral, so let's play the Springleaf Drum. Start there. Cast Soul Guide. I'm gonna exile. I guess I don't want to exile my own cards in yard, though, admittedly. I'll exile, I suppose, Verdant Cat. Yes. And I'll hold there. 1, 2, 3. Actually, hold on. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Untap. X equals 1. No, we'll just hold. I think holding's correct here. Agatha Soul Cauldron targets what? Might. Yes. So we can exile Might, target spawns. They don't have a Might. Could do that. Just ramp, exile cards in yard. It's a bit annoying, but I think it's correct. And then we can go 1, 2, 3. And go 1, 2, 3. Oh, did I go for 4? I did go for 4. Whoops. Actually, maybe this is wrong. Shoot. Because then they could potentially go for the Broodscale. Yeah. No, I can't go for it. Yeah, you got it. You got it. I have to leave it. Unfortunately. You have Rexage, you have Spawn. Okay. Because you have to hold the K command, I think. Ice Till. We can then clear your yard of... Yeah, we can clear your yard of lands. Let's start there. Yard down. Enters. Arboreal Great, not Borgro's, Dryad Arbor, Mills. In response. Rampant Exile. One, two. Am I short? I must be short one. Am I actually? Oh, I am. I am short one. Damn. Yeah, that resolves. Ballista. End step. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, I think we just, in that case, ramp Scry Draw. Nope. And done. Oh, god damn it. Soul Cauldron hits Ballista. Gotta sack the damn Spawn. Targets. It's now Ballista. Bottom, top, and draw. Same number of spawns, so it doesn't really matter. Spawn. Sack and response. Phase change. Draw. 6. Sack and response. Phase change. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yep, we got it. Okay. And one more. It's an Emrakul. Because I don't think you can actually do anything about Emrakul. I will go green. Sack. Rumble. There's Broodscale. We'll go Broodscale. And pass. It's our turn now. We can Reclamation Sage their own Agatha's Soul Cauldron. We can also might. They sack, that's fine. So there's Reclamation Sage, there's Broodscale. Draw. Nihil Spellbomb. And Paul will scoop it up. We'll take the win. Alright. Outside of me not being able to count, that went relatively well. Cool, cool. We'll be back for match number 5. Alright, we're back for match 5. On the play for game 1. Yeah, we'll keep it. Not my favorite hand, but we can make it work. I mean, if we find a K command, this looks really nice. We find Broodscale equally very good. Question of the day is, do we play the Blade on one? I'm gonna say no. We'll just pass. And pass. What are we playing against? Elegant Parlor. Could be Storm, could be Energy. Draw. Karplusin. I'll play the Temple, play the Flesh Rake. Hope they don't have a Galvanic Discharge. And Discharge. Yeah, that checks out. So 5, 6, 7. Sacred Foundry, Shock 4, Guide of Souls. Draw. K command. Tezzeret. Tezzeret I do like. Tezzeret. Tezzeret minus. For Valking Ballista. And pass. And pass. Isa Plains. Attack Tezzeret. 2, 8, 9. 9 types. Or 9 total. 4 short of Emrakul. Main deck Blood Moon. Thankfully I don't care. I stand correct. I kind of care a bit now, but Ballista does not care. X equals 2. And pass. They don't know we have the Blade in hand. We can ping down the Guide of Souls if needed. Rude as hell, opponent. ETBs targets. Ping 1. Ping 2. 3 types in yard. Pass. No energy for you. You have Ragavan or Bombardment? Dash to Ragavan. Rude. Down to 18. What do you pilfer off the top? Probably my Walking Ballista. Emrakul. Thank God you can't play that. Arena of Glory. Ragavan back to hand. And draw. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Set us back significantly. Blade. Pass. Well, we're in danger now. This main deck Blood Moon might just wreck me. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. He would have been 1 short at this point. Bombardment. Dash in Ragavan. Ragavan hits Ballista. It's Grove. That's fine. Dash to hand. Draw. Broodscale. No green sources. Pass. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 4 short on Emrakul. Dash and Ragavan. And Boseiju. I mean, I kind of would have liked lands. Voice of Victory. Yeesh. Dash and Ragavan. Draw. Okay. If I could just get a forest, not a Karplusin forest, but a forest, that'd be great. We're up to what? 10 now? 3 short of Emrakul? Yeah, if this Ragavan could, I don't know, get sacked by that Goblin Bombardment, that'd be cool. We're down to 9, down to 7. I mean, I think we're dead next turn, right? What's this? Plage? Mirror Breaker. Yeah, we're definitely dead next turn now. Blade Trigger. Irrelevant. Blade Trigger. Irrelevant. I mean, if we can pull Ballista, that would be great. Rumble. Oh, you found a Rumble off top. Fantastic. Oh, you found your Flage too? Even better. What do we do here? I mean, the answer is die. Chooses Pride. Plays Pride. You didn't gain life, so you don't make tokens. We're at a theoretical 2. What are my outs here? And even Ballista doesn't cut it, I don't think. Draw. Yeah, that Blood Moon absolutely wrecked me. We'll concede. absolutely demolish me. So we want Warping Whale, Dismember, Fire Spout. Let's take a look. Confirm. Fire Spout, Dismember, Thief, and Whale. Yes. We'll cut Halflings, Rumble, Flesh Rake, Vexing Bauble, Keep, Needle, Might is out, and Emrakul, Gemstone. No, something else needs to stay. 4 Halflings, 1 Might, Flesh Raker, Rumble, unless did I forget to bring something in? Oh, the Graph Diggers. Can be applicable-ish sometimes. On the play for game 2. To be fair, this is the Tezzeret build's worst matchup by and large. I will keep. Funny enough, if I had played the Blade earlier, we could have had a better Ballista, I think. Well, I guess the Static Prison would have hosed me. So moot point, I suppose. Temple. Blade. Pass. Pass. Either Flesh Rake or K command. We'll start with Flesh Raker. I really need another land, though. Do you have a Galvanic Discharge? You do not. Surveil. Interesting. Slow turn 1, a Johnny to Yard, even a Johnny in hand. Land. What? It only gets weirder. Do we hold the K command or go for Tezzeret to Ballista? Tezzeret triggers. Triggers. Tezzeret minus. Ballista. Combat. Swing 2. Down to 16. Arid Mesa fetch. Elegant Parlor Surveil. What is in your hand? No turn 1 plays. This has to be an interactive hand. So the only thing I can think of is that they have a Blood Moon? That they really just hold like a turn 3 Blood Moon hand and nothing else? Bold move, Cotton, if that's the case. Arena of Glory. Hasting. Clarion Conqueror. That is rude, admittedly. Yeah, so I need another land to get rid of Clarion Conqueror. Attacks. Attack me. Bold move, Cotton. Draw. Saga trigger. K command, Rampant Exile. And done. Triggers. So now I can go Ballista. X equals 1. Done. Triggers. Always yield. We can then triggers. Always yield. Blade equip. Triggers. Tezzeret 0. Grow. Attack with Flesh Rake. Down to 7. Down to a theoretical 2 at this point. Yeah, not taking out the Tezzeret was a bold move. 3. Wrath? Wrath for 1. Sack. Triggers. Sack. Triggers. Sack. Triggers. Save target. And yield until the turn. And yeah, that's the game. Cool. We got there. Let's move the sideboard. We'll bring back in the gemstone, cut the cavern, and run it back. Yeah, we can keep this. It's early interaction. We also have a forest in case of Blood Moon. I will pass in full. Opponent kept 6. Marsh Flats. Fetch. Let it not be a Ragavan. Anything else is fine. Yeah, that's fine. Draw. Ancient Stirrings. We'll start with Ancient Stirrings. Go digging. Tezzeret's appealing. We'll grab Tez. And pass. Because Tez is a blade, Tez is a ballista. We see how good both those cards are in this matchup. Arena of Glory. Casting. A Johnny. That is a bit of a concern. We can always go Needle with Tez. Broodscale. Hold up. Okay, well this is getting more interesting. I will hold K command. Go to attacks. I think we have to get rid of the Ocelot Pride. We'll ramp, we'll exile, and get rid of Pride. Done. Pride down. We'll take 4 to 15. Three in hand. Is it the bombardments? Another Johnny. A Johnny will flip, but no red permanents, which is relevant. And next turn we can go Tezzeret for Needle. Unfortunately, we don't have EE. That'd actually be an interesting inclusion in the sideboard. An EE for matchups like this. So now the question is this. Do we go Tezzeret? They have 2 cards in hand. We'd still need a finisher. Yeah, I think we still go Tezzeret. Tezzeret minus for Blade of the Blood Chief. Alright, up to you now, opponent. Fetch Arid Mesa. If they just slam down a Clarion Conqueror or SOL, to be clear. Well, they have no interaction. We find a threat off top, we win. Three in hand. Red. White. Red. Flage is fine. Flage hits what? You need to hit the spawn. The spawn's the correct choice here. Yeah, and they know it too. Okay. Sack the spawn, yield all. I wonder if we should have played the blade. Counters. That is 11. If we played the blade, we could have played Broodscale. Yeah, we could have played Equip, Broodscale, Adapt. So maybe we should have played the blade. All at me. Down to 4. We draw. What do I need now? Warping Whale. Carplucent Forest. We can cast Broodscale. We can play Blade. We can equip Blade, but we don't have enough for Tezzeret. We can play Blade. We can play Grafdiggers. We can minus Tezzeret for whatchamacallit. Cast Blade, cast Soul Guide. Tezzeret for Ballista. But we can't equip. Is there a way we can survive the turn? They can just plus a Johnny again. So we need 3 blockers. We can get 2. We can get 2 blockers. Yeah? But the third one's a problem. I don't think I have an out. I'm trying to see if I do have one, but I don't think I do. No. If we had played the Blade last turn, then maybe it would have been different. I mean, we still would have had to find a threat, mind you. But then we at least could have had the win. We had more of a chance this turn. Of course, like, we couldn't guarantee that they had any interaction. Do I have an out? Okay, maybe what we need to do... So I can create 1, 2, then there's 1 left over, but I can't at that point do anything. 1, 2, 1. Actually, 1, 2, 1, 2, equip Blade. But then Tezzeret's at 2, not at 3, so we can't go off with Basking Broodscale Blade. So I guess we can do this. Let's play the Soul Guide Lantern. I don't think it's enough, but we'll try. Tezzeret triggers. We will crack the Soul Guide draw card. Second Broodscale, it is not enough. Nope. They got there. Damn. Alright, we'll concede. Yeah, the Flage ended my chances. So maybe just playing the Blade was right, but it opens up to removal. I guess we drew a card and it was the Basking Broodscale. So I mean, even if we had... Okay, let's say theoretically speaking, if they left the Tezzeret, then it doesn't matter, right? But if they hadn't, right, we played the Blade, they took out the Tezzeret. At that point, we couldn't really do anything. Yeah, we were just dead anyways. Damn. Unfortunate. Well, regardless, still a pretty decent record. 3-2 at the end of 5 with the Tezzeret version. So pretty happy with that. Only losses were to Etron and to Energy. Etron, or sorry, this one was Titan and Energy. And Titan, yeah, Titan was a rough one. We just could not pull things together there. And Energy, pretty close. I mean, game 1, that game 1 Blood Moon was rough, and then game 2 here, we were just short by just that one spawn. That spawn got him there with the Flage. But it is what it is. With that being said, though, that there will be the end of today's YouTube video. If you did enjoy it, please do consider hitting the like button, comment down below if you did see any lines that I missed and mistakes that I made, or any general feedback be much appreciated. For as much that I hope y'all learn from me and with my success and failures, I hope I can learn from you all as well. Last but not least, if you have reached the point of the video and haven't already, please do consider hitting the subscribe button as we continue to grow this channel. Though if you do want to watch these videos recorded live, you can do so over my Twitch. I am live Monday to Thursdays at 10 p.m. CST and Fridays to Sundays at 8 p.m. CST for the weekend challenges. Or you can head over to my Patreon where you can watch these videos early and ad-free. That being said though, folks, I will see y'all next time. Bye-bye!